Okay, so we've just introduced
What is imide? What is amide? What is
thalamide. So here the names are very, very important. How the writing part is going on is very, very important. So if you remember, we started with phthalic acid, which looks like this, COOH, COOH, correct? This was your phthalic acid. If to it you're going to add ammonia, what we have seen is you do not directly get phthalamide, you first get the salt of phthalic acid, CO minus NH4 plus. So you get ammonium salt of the acid, ammonium salt of the phthalic acid, PHTHALIC. The spellings are very important here. On heating, what you're going to get is now phthalamide, which looks like this. So now you get CONH2, CONH2. The name now becomes PHTHALAMID, thalamide. It's an amide group. Do not forget that. Then if you're further heating, ammonia is going to go away, and that's your interesting precursor of Gabriel thalamide synthesis. You get RCONHCO. This species, it's a cyclic compound. This is what is our precursor that we are so much interested in. This is PHTHAL imide. This is thalamide. Okay, I'm breaking it up so that you remember it well. Now starts the reaction. Now what you can add is you can add RX to it. You can see this is going to be easily replaceable. Why? Because this is an acidic hydrogen. If this goes, if this H plus goes, you will get a minus here. And see, this minus is well taken care of by the two carbonyl groups here. Because of these two carbonyl groups, what is happening? This is well taken care of. This is a weak conjugate base. And remember the Maha Mantra, weaker the conjugate base, stronger the acid. So you can see weak conjugate base, minus is coming. So the moment N minus HX are gone now, R comes and replaces it. Okay, let's just replace it. Check one by one how things are happening. So you get C double bond O, now N, now this R is here. This R actually comes here on adding RX to it. So once you have this source, now what can happen? Now you can see that now you have got this R trapped with a nitrogen, correct? You can simply do the hydrolysis. How can you do hydrolysis? Break it. How you're going to break is again a very simple technique, I'll tell you. So break it in such a way that you have H here, OH here, H here, OH here. Box method once again. So you get N, R, H and H. You get a 1 degree amine. That's why we were saying that thalamide is a source of. Now this is N-alkyl thalamide. If I have to name this particular compound, we're going to call it N-alkyl thalamide. N-substituted thalamide. Now, if you break it, you're getting 1 degree amine. It's a great source of making 1 degree amine. And along with that, you're going to get back your phthalic acid. But mind you, because you already have added NaOH, when you're doing hydrolysis, you do it in the basic medium. So you provide this basic medium because of which there is going to be either K plus or Na plus. So the moment this Na plus would see that, okay, there are some acidic hydrogens, so there will be acid-base reaction and you're going to get the sodium salt or potassium salt depending on the base that you have added. So the salt of phthalic acid once again. This is what is Gabriel thalamide synthesis, a very, very important named reaction. Okay, so if I ask you a question based on it, let's see whether you have understood this or not. Very good question. Let's see if you can answer me or not. You have to tell the molecular weight of the final product. So do you understand what shall be Y? So this whole thing will get substituted. So let's go back to our previous exercise. So I told you this is acidic, this will go, and because we have added base in our solution, we are going to add alkyl halide in the presence of a base. So you're going to get N minus K plus basically, which will be replaced by an alkyl group. So X is going away. Check. You have this chlorine go on with the K plus. So what you will get with the nitrogen is CH2 COOH. And once you've done the hydrolysis, you get H2 here. You have been asked the molecular mass, the molecular weight of this compound, which is none other than 14 plus 12 into 2 plus 16 into 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hydrogens. So what do you get? Let's do the calculations. 24, 14 plus 24 plus 32 plus 5. So 70 plus 5, that means 75 AMU becomes your answer. Interesting question based on Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. I hope this is clear. One point of note for you, Gabriel Thalamide synthesis, whenever we are dealing with Gabriel Thalamide synthesis, it will always produce 1 degree amine. Whenever we are dealing with Hofmann bromamide degradation, that's also going to give you 1 degree amine. But if I ask you aromatic amine, is it possible to get this product from a Gabriel Thalamide process? From a Gabriel Thalamide process, is it possible to get aniline? What's your answer? Let's see. No. But if you take a 1 degree amide, you can get 1 degree amine from Hofmann bromamide degradation. But if you are dealing with Gabriel Thalamide synthesis, you can see that COO. Now there is this nitrogen. If you are putting a particular alkyl halide here, first of all, it would never want to come and get attached here. This itself is very difficult to be formed. Can't be formed, so forget about cleaving and making aniline out of this. Okay, so Gabriel Thalamide synthesis fails to produce aromatic amines, but Hofmann bromamide degradation can produce aniline. But the commonality between Hofmann bromamide degradation and Gabriel Thalamide synthesis is both of them will produce 1 degree amine. I hope this gives a complete sum up of both the reactions. Okay. Best method for the preparation of alkyl halides without changing the number of carbon atoms in the chain is Hofmann bromamide. The name itself is Hofmann bromamide degradation. The examiner has playfully given you this reaction, degradation. It has not given you this term because then you would know that it's a step down reaction. We do not want a step down reaction. We want the status quo maintained. So A cannot be your answer. Gabriel Thalamide, super. Sandware, you know it is not going to be your answer. Reaction with ammonia is of course not your answer. B is the right answer for this question. Okay.